Bison haven't been in England for 6,000 years, yet here is a young family of bison here on the British Isles for the first time in millennia. A spectacular restoration of the UK's ancient woodland is underway. England's native forests have been steadily disappearing. They're now on the verge of extinction. Shockingly, ancient woodlands in the UK now covers less than 2.5% of the country's land area and continues to be lost to development, agriculture and disease. However, this is where the bison come in, because these majestic animals have almost magical abilities to bring ancient forests back to life quickly. And this is why I've come to find the UK's new bison arrivals, because although they have only been here for just under 3 years, they have already made significant improvements in a short space of time. And I was extremely lucky because I found the whole herd in a glade, close to the fence, not long after I arrived. This is a new family of bison living in the English countryside for the first time in 6,000 years. Behind this enclosure are a herd of bison that have been here since 2023. They're actually free roaming in 60 hectares and the plan is to extend it to 200 hectares. In fact, this ambitious initiative aims to eventually cover a whopping 12,000 hectares of East Kent. More on how they are going to make it this large later in the show. Incredibly, there's already a third generation of bison that have actually been born right here. Starting with just 3 females, the herd has grown naturally with the introduction of a male bull, leading to several wild-born babies, including a historic male calf that was both conceived and born completely wild in the Kent woods. Hold on to find out how many bison there will be here when the project covers 12,000 hectares, because you might be shocked. But this isn't just a story about saving the European bison, it's also a story about saving England's ancient forests. So how are such large and powerful animals able to grow back ancient forests? Britain is historically one of the most nature-depleted countries on Earth. The latest State of Nature reports indicate that more than 1 in 6 native UK species are threatened with extinction, and wildlife populations have fallen by 19% since 1970. But how exactly can bison reverse this and save England's ancient forests? Bison are unique because they manage woodlands in a way that no other animal or human machinery can. These bison have been reintroduced into the Blean woods in South Kent. Although this used to be ancient woodland, today large sections of it are commercial non-native monocultures, which is exactly why the bison were brought in. Bison are classified as ecosystem engineers, which means they can kickstart and maintain whole ecosystems. When people think of deserts, they think of dry, arid sand dunes. But did you know there's such a thing as green deserts? Nearly half of this site had been turned into an ecological green desert by modern industrial forestry. The native broadleaf trees had been clear-cut and replaced with commercial plantations of non-native conifers, alongside dense monocultures of sweet chestnut. These commercial blocks of forest created a dark, dense, uniform canopy that blocked out the sunlight, preventing it from reaching the forest floor and suffocating native wildflowers, grasses, and tree seedlings. But why is this so important? What's the difference between these woodlands and England's ancient native forests? A native forest is a bustling, complex community where trees that belong in the UK have lived for thousands of years. They provide the precise food, shelter, and timing that native animals and plants need. So let's find out how and why this small family of bison have been so successful so quickly. The immediate success of the bison has been powerfully proven by the rapid return of species that hadn't been seen in these woodlands for an incredibly long time, like dung beetles and rare specialized fungi, which both suddenly re-emerged within weeks of their arrival. And multispectral satellite photography and 3D remote sensing models have shown that the bison are already aggressively creating physical corridors through dense canopies. By rubbing against trunks, stripping bark, and physically felling smaller trees, they are letting massive shafts of light hit the forest floor for the first time in decades, which triggers dormant seeds to sprout and creates a thriving wild home where rare plants, insects, and birds can bloom. And other charming bison behavior, like this dust bathing, also has a plethora of benefits to the ecosystem, like seed dispersal, aiding glade formation and soil scarification, which exposes mineral soil, promoting seedbed creation for pioneer plant species. However, the logistics and practicalities of bison herds roaming over thousands of hectares are also quite mind-boggling.
Behind me are 2 layers of fencing, but why is that?
These creatures are absolutely huge. Standing at over 2 meters or 6.9 feet tall, they can weigh over a ton. But despite their size, they are also incredibly agile and can clear a 2-meter-high fence or a 3-meter-wide stream from a stationary, standing start. But how do you safely introduce animals of this size and power into the English countryside?
Bison are classed as a dangerous animal in the UK, which is similar to tigers. This means to have the bison roaming in the wild woods, they actually have to have a fence perimeter all around.
This protection works both ways, because the fencing keeps out potential litter or intruders, as bison have a strong disliking of dogs. However, this project is keen to involve the public, and there are extensive pathways throughout the forest and along the bison reserve's perimeter. So if you're lucky, you might get to see them for yourself.
We're standing on the perimeter of the bison enclosure, and you can actually see evidence of their engineering. Here there are trees that are being knocked over, and there's also bark that's been stripped. This is a crucial part of what bison do, to engineer the landscape.
The data indicates that tree seedlings and native saplings are becoming significantly more common in the bison graze zones compared to the unmanaged control zones. This is all because nearly every detail of the bison's behaviour benefits these woodland ecosystems. But a crucial part of this project's success is to keep extending the roaming range of the herd.
I'm standing on a newly installed wildlife bridge for the bison.
This is the UK's first bison bridge, extending this project from 50 to 200 hectares.
This is doing something very important. It's helping the bison to roam in larger areas.
Bison bridges allow continuous movement across a landscape which would otherwise be prevented by roads, and they are going to be the key to connecting the final 12,000 hectares this project is aiming for. But why is this so important? Historical estimates suggest European bison had seasonal ranges of about 150 square kilometres or 60 square miles, with some herds covering much larger distances. The bison's need to roam over vast areas is not incidental. It's the mechanism through which it delivers critical ecological engineering. In fact, the scale of a bison's roaming is directly proportional to the scale of its ecological impact. Because as a keystone species, by traversing large landscapes, they connect habitats, transport nutrients, and prevent ecosystem stagnation. In this massive, highly connected, 12,000 hectare landscape, the bison will share the land with Exmoor ponies, Iron Age pigs, and Longhorn cattle. 3 other native species the project will be bringing back. But how many bison do they expect to have by then? This giant ecosystem will support a roaming population of between 600 and 1,000 bison at full capacity. The overarching goal is to completely transition the Blean from a heavily managed, fragmented forest into a self-willed, dynamic ecosystem that requires zero human intervention, chainsaws, or heavy diesel machinery.